High school sports on Eagle TV, brought to you by Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Insurance planning, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. They are the avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. They are committed to serving the communities they're in. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also support local school athletes in all they do. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP Marion. McDonald's of Hayes, Russell, and Waukene. A great place to go for you or the team on your way home from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at HayesChevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. They are the local supporter of community events. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 33 years, so you know they have to be doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop. Phase 2, always supporting local athletics. If you need quick printing of logos or designs on shirts, Phase 2 can handle any of your requests. They have you covered. At Phase 2, Leon's Welding. Welding, fabrication, sandblasting, powder coating, even a fleet of mobile welding trucks. Supporting local school activities for over 30 years. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Eagle Broadband. Eagle Broadband is your trusted internet, TV, and phone provider. They offer many scalable, forward-thinking solutions such as commercial services, managed IT, and marketing solutions for businesses of all sizes. Eagle Broadband.
With hosted voice from Eagle Broadband, you're in control of the futures for your business phone line. We provide the ring you love to hear. Eagle Broadband, our community connected.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything, so can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
There are a lot of qualities that make up a Forged in Fire champion, but more than anything, it probably takes...
We're back.
Yes!
Woo! To the Forge.
Come on the show, they said. Forge. Press.
Fifth. Finish.
Forged in Fire is back with all new episodes, Wednesdays at 9 on History.
This is Gerard Welbrock inviting you to join me for Tiger Talk. The program airs Monday evenings at 6 on Tiger Radio Mix 103, but you can also catch it on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614, Tuesday mornings at 10 and Tuesday evenings at 7, and of course always online at HayesPost.com. We record the program at Horizon Appliance and Mattress at 1501 East 27th and Hayes, so join us for Tiger Talk on the Tiger Sports Network.
Glad to see you're back.
These are my favorite shorts, and I have no idea what I got on them.
It's just peanut butter. We can get that out.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
High school sports on Eagle TV brought to you by Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Insurance planning, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. They are the avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. They are committed to serving the communities they're in. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also support local school athletes in all they do. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP Marion. McDonald's of Hayes, Russell, and Waukene. A great place to go for you or the team on your way home from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayeschevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. They are the local supporter of community events. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 33 years, so you know they have to be doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop. Phase 2, always supporting local athletics. If you need quick printing of logos or designs on shirts, Phase 2 can handle any of your requests. They have you covered. At Phase 2, Leon's Welding. Welding, fabrication, sandblasting, powder coating, even a fleet of mobile welding trucks. Supporting local school activities for over 30 years. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Eagle Broadband. Eagle Broadband is your trusted internet, TV, and phone provider. They offer many scalable, forward-thinking solutions such as commercial services, managed IT, and marketing solutions for businesses of all sizes. Eagle Broadband.
With hosted voice from Eagle Broadband, you're in control of the futures for your business phone line. We provide the ring you love to hear. Eagle Broadband, our community connected.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything, so can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
There are a lot of qualities that make up a Forged in Fire champion, but more than anything, it probably takes...
We're back.
Yes!
To the Forge.
Come on the show, they said. Forge. Press.
Finish.
Forged in Fire is back with all new episodes, Wednesdays at 9 on History.
This is Gerard Welbrock inviting you to join me for Tiger Talk. The program airs Monday evenings at 6 on Tiger Radio Mix 103, but you can also catch it on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614 Tuesday mornings at 10 and Tuesday evenings at 7. And of course, always online at HaysPost.com. We record the program at Horizon Appliance and Mattress at 1501 East 27th and Hayes. So join us for Tiger Talk on the Tiger Sports Network.
Glad to see you're back.
These are my favorite shorts, and I have no idea what I got on them.
It's just peanut butter. We can get that out.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
High school sports on Eagle TV brought to you by Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Insurance planning, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace.
Welcome into Abilene High School, where the final game of the night says the TMP boys taking on the Abilene Cowboys. Jonathan Swager, Dave Barber back with you as we are just about ready to get this one underway. They're going to run through the starting lineups on the floor so we can do so for you as well. We start with the Monarchs and second-year coach Bill Mayer. His group will be in their road dark blue uniforms with the Monarchs in white across the chest, trimmed in gray. It'll be Lucas Lang, the 5'10 senior, Brady Kreitzer, the 5'9 senior, Ryan Steckline, the 6'1 senior, Jackson Schulte, their leading scorer, the 6-foot junior, averages over 18 points per game. And then the second leading scorer is Carson Jacobs, the 6'7 senior, averaging 13 points and 6 rebounds per game. For the Abilene Cowboys, their starting lineup looks like this. Josh Stuber, the 6'3 junior, Avery Bryson, a 6'3 junior, Travis Beach, the 6'4 senior, their leading scorer at 17.5 points per contest. Caleb Becker, the 6'4 sophomore, and then Grant Hintz is the 6'8 junior. That's a look at the starting lineups for Coach Terry Taylor in his 13th season as head coach of the Abilene Cowboys. Our pregame shows presentation of Hertz Rent-A-Cars. We're just about ready to get this one underway. It's the Monarchs and the Abilene Cowboys, and as we talked about in the pregame show, the Cowboys have had the Monarchs number. They've won 10 straight meetings with the Monarchs. Last time TMP picked up a victory over the Cowboys was back in January of 2009. Monarchs are 4-10 all time since 2005, against the Abilene Cowboys. Cowboys in their home white uniforms with the orange numbers and letters trimmed in brown. They've got the Cowboys across the front. Monarchs in those road dark blue uniforms. Monarchs across the front in white. And the Monarchs and the numbers trimmed in gray. That's our uniform updates brought to you by Phase 2. From business polos to team gear, your first choice should be Phase 2. Screen printing and embroidery, home and mortar, plus a quick turnaround time. Phase 2 screen printing and embroidery just up Vine on 22nd Street next to Big D's Rental in Hayes. This is a battle of ranked teams. The Monarchs up to number 6 in Class 3A this week. Abilene number 9 in Class 4A. Monarchs is the visiting team down to our left. Abilene, the home team, down to our right. Going from right to left here to open up this one, as we're still just a couple of minutes away from getting this one underway, waiting for the Cowboys to come out of the huddle. And they will shoot down to our left here in this first half. It'll be Carson Jacobs set to a jump center against Grant Hintz for the Cowboys. As we are just about ready to get this one underway, we welcome you aboard on a Friday night non-con matchup. And the Monarchs with the tip out in front. He's going to be tracked down by Jackson Schulte that stepped on the boundary. Good idea on the offensive tip, but the Monarchs turn it over on their first offensive possession.
Yeah, tried to catch him a little bit asleep with a tip towards the basket. Unfortunately, Schulte just couldn't quite keep his feet in bounds.
Well, I'm not sure what the officials want to talk things over. Terry Taylor, the official or the head coach for the Abilene Cowboys, immediately after the officials to discuss something. I'm not really sure what it was, and the discussion didn't result in any change, as it will be Monarchs winning the tip, but then they turned it over as Abilene will take over on the baseline and key it in with Caleb Becker. And the Monarchs a little pressure here into the backcourts. Becker working against Brady Kreitzer, gets it across the timeline. Bryson hands it left side for Beach, who got all the way in and scores. Travis Beach makes it a 2-0 start to the ball game for Abilene as they break the press with ease. So Monarchs will race the other way. Steckline finds Schulte with it. Now to Lang, right wing, Steckline. He'll drive into the circle, find Kreitzer with it. Brady right side for Schulte. Now back to Steckline. Jacobs trying to post up inside. They can't find it. Kreitzer won't shoot it straight on. Instead goes left side for Schulte. Jackson stops, finds Steckline with it. Hesitates, and a bounce pass is thrown away. Good idea. Just at the feet of Carson Jacobs, and the Monarchs have a couple of early turnovers.
Yeah, I don't think Carson quite saw that one coming. It came low. I thought Steckline might go to the rim with that one.
Again, the Monarchs with a little bit of pressure into the backcourt as it'll be Lucas Lang working against the 6'4" senior Beach. He's their leading scorer at 17+ points per contest. Here's a ball knocked away and stolen by TMP. Good hand by Brady Kreitzer and forcing the turnover, and then a ball knocked away from Steckline, but it's out of bounds off of Abilene. talked about it in the pregame show. It'll be interesting to see how the length of Abilene coincides and how TMP can deal with that length of Abilene. Already you see Kreitzer on the defensive end with a little bit of pressure. Jackson Schulte with it left side. He'll drive in on Bryson. Cut off. Lang right wing. Steckline sets, fires a three and buries it. Ryan Steckline knocks down the first three of the ball game for TMP as they take a 3-0 lead. Steckline averaging over 11 points per game with 6.5 to go in this one.
Yeah, penetration into the paint and kick out was what set that up.
High post they go for Caleb Becker. Guarded by Kreitzer. Little drop step, and he'll rise and fire. Missed the shot, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. As Carson Jacobs was fouled. Battling for the rebound inside. So call it on Grant Hintz. It's the first on Hintz. He's the 6'8 junior. They go 6'8, 6'4, 6'4, 6'3, and 6'3. Monarchs don't have the length to deal with the size necessarily as Kreitzer picked up his dribble. Left side for Steckline. Thought about that left wing three. Instead, we'll dump it into Carson Jacobs. Draws the triple team. Kicks it baseline for Schulte. He's cut off on the baseline by Avery Bryson. Left wing deep three by Steckline that misses everything. Lang saves it back in, but right into the hands of Hintz. And here comes Beach up the floor. Kicks it left side. Layup good for Grant Hintz. And makes it a 4-3 start to the game for the Abilene Cowboys. 5:45 to play here in this first quarter. Right wing for Lang. They'll find Steckline into the circle. They run the little weave. Kreitzer bounce pass for Lang. Lang drives by his defender. Got it to Jacobs. Carson falling down. Misses the up and under. And the rebound down to Travis Beach. Behind his back, up the floor, left side. Bryson had it poked away on the baseline. Into the double team. Dumps it underneath. And a block shot at the rim. As Hintz had it blocked inside. The hook shot no good. As Carson came away with the block shot. Then comes over the rebound. And now up the floor. Lang dribbled it off his foot and out of bounds. Just a little bit out of control on the third TMP turnover.
Now, Monarchs want to push the tempo as much as they can, go right at it, but again, there has to be that element of control.
3 TMP turnovers, 3 TMP points. 5:10 to go here in this first quarter. Abilene with Beach in the backcourt, guarded by Lang this time into the front court, calling out the play. Picked up his dribble left side, needs some help. We'll go to Avery Bryson straight on. Working against Steckline, his passes through the hands of the offensive player, Caleb Becker, and a turnover for Abilene. They have 2 early turnovers. And now Lang will check out, and Bryce Seib comes in. Both these teams will go 9 and 10 deep at times. Seib replaces Lucas Lang, and Kreitzer will run the point, working against the much taller defender, Beach, and a blocking foul called on Beach, who reached in and tried to knock it away from Kreitzer, and he didn't like the call on the baseline. Trying to use that 6'4 plus wingspan. The senior picks up his first. It's the second Abilene foul. 4-3, Abilene with the lead. Monarchs' lone bucket came out of Steckline 3. They get it into Carson Jacobs. Carson bangs it into the defender and scores anyway. Carson Jacobs makes it a 5-4 lead as he just forced up the shot through some contact. Abilene wanted an offensive foul. Carson gets the bucket to go.
Yep, might have been a little bit of a flop, but strong move.
Beach against Seib, runs in and hits the floater. Tough shot for Travis Beach, who has 4 at 6'5", and then Beach reaches in and commits a foul against Brady Kreitzer, and he's going to pick up his second early on in this one. Beach reached in and committed the foul with a lot of contact and picks up his second. Kerrion Anderson, a 6'4 junior, checks in for the first time for Abilene. They bring Blaze McVan, the 5'9 junior, in for the first time as well as they go to the bench. TMP with the basketball. Trailing 6-5. And Kreitzer, top of the key, got all the way to the bucket and left the layup short. And then a rebound pulled down by Anderson, and then Kreitzer reached in and committed the foul. Brady had a wide open layup underneath and missed it.
Yeah, just short-armed it a little bit. I don't know if maybe he was a little surprised he got that close to the rim.
Expecting somebody with that long wingspan out there somebody to come get him. Jason Wetling will check in for the first time. Lang returns to the TMP lineup. And now Josh Stuber will run the point for the Cowboys. They lead 6-5 with 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. Anderson, left wing they go. Get it off to Stuber. Dump it inside, and the ball knocked out of bounds and thrown away. Way too hot for Becker to handle. and an Abilene turnover. They have 3 turnovers here in this opening quarter, but they do lead 6-5. Mason Robbins checks in for TMP. He replaces Carson Jacobs. Lang left wing for side. Baseline Jace Whitling. Whitling looking for Schulte. Instead will go right back to side, and they say travel did it. 4 TMP turnovers. You feel like the Monarchs are just a little bit too amped up and out of control right now.
Yeah.
Bryson now.
Unforced error.
Yeah, Bryson running the point on the 4 TMP turnover, 6-5. TMP trails by 1. Left wing for Josh Stuber. Back to Bryson, straight on working against Lang. Now they go to the left side on the post. It's Stuber. He picks up his dribble over the top. They go to Becker. Becker takes the 3, no good. Mason Robbins had the rebound knocked away by Anderson, and there's a fight for it on the floor, and we'll get a held ball that stays with the Abilene Cowboys. Robbins had it, but Anderson knocked it away from him, and it stays with the Abilene Cowboys. Jackson Schulte checks out as Monarchs bring Lucas Lang back into the contest, and we're going to get a foul on the quick post-up. Becker, the sophomore who threw it in, just stepped right in front of Jace Whitling and posted up. And Jace went over the top to pick up the foul. Be the first on Whitling. And it's the second team foul. 6-5, Abilene with the lead. 3:15 to go here in this one, in this first quarter. And now a steal on the inbounds. Jace Whitling took the pass away. Simon to the front court, and we get a hand check called on Blaze McVan, the 5'9 junior. Reached and put 2 hands against a dribbler. That'll be the 4th Abilene foul. 6-5 Cowboys with the lead. Steckline will key it in on the baseline as they get the baseline inbounds play from Coach Mayer on the sideline. Right wing for Steckline. Steckline had it poked away, got it back, got the defender up in the air and then lost it. And here comes Abilene with Anderson up the floor. He bobbled it. Now we'll find a cutting Stuber who missed the layup. Jace Whitling comes down with the loose basketball, and the Monarchs look to run. Trying to cut into that 1-point deficit. Sidestep through the defenders, missed the shot, and Bryson comes down with a rebound. Pretty good idea by Side, just couldn't finish. Anderson has it blocked out of bounds by Mason Robbins. Good defense by Mason Robbins to block that shot out of bounds. Mason's first block of the ball game, and now the Monarchs bring 3 new faces back into the game. Carson Jacobs, Brady Kreitzer, and Jackson Schulte check in. And Jalen West, the 5'8 sophomore, will check in for the first time for Abilene. 6-5, Cowboys with the lead. 2:37 to play here in this first quarter. Bryson keys it in. Wide open is Anderson, and they'll lay it up. He got behind Whitling and scored 8-5. Abilene leads by 3. Kreitzer for Whitling. And out of Schulte, baseline rainbow 3 is good. And we're tied at 8 on the Jackson Schulte rainbow 3. His first field goal of the ball game. You knew he wouldn't stay cold or quiet for long. 2:10 to go here in this first quarter. Game tied at 8. Right side driving as Bryson missed everything. And Kreitzer rips down the backside rebound. And here comes Brady. He'll race into the front court. Good bounce pass for Whitling, who has it blocked, but we're going to get a foul inside. And how Kreitzer saw that lane. At 5'7", he saw, or 5'9", he saw what everybody else couldn't. And Jace Whitling set it to the free throw line.
Threaded the needle with that pass. Beautiful assist.
And the free throw for Jace is good as Whitling knocks down the first one. Jace was so hot at the free throw line to start the season. Now that's really cooled off. So gives TMP a 9-8 lead, and now it's 10-8 as Jace makes a pair of free throws, and then he will check out. Whitling with 2. He came in a 50% free throw shooter, made his first 6 of his first 8. And then really struggled and came back down to earth a little bit. 10-8 with 1:50 to go here in this opening quarter. A little backdoor pass is stolen away by Lang. Lang up the floor to Kreitzer. Monarchs trying to go 2-on-1. Brady will stop, find Lang. Right side 3, up and too strong. Lucas got his own rebound. Got the defender up in the air and draws the foul. Lang able to draw the foul on the offensive rebound. And it'll be the second on Kyrian Anderson. And Lang now to shoot a pair.
Great effort by Lang to follow his shot. get right back to the rim and get the foul.
And the first free throw good for Lucas Lang. Lang gives TMP the 3-point lead at 11-8. It's already 16 fouls on Abilene. Second free throw for Lang is good as well. Lang, a 79% free throw shooter, got them both. It's 12-8. TMP leads by 4. And for the first time, it's Matt Davis for Abilene, the 6-foot senior. He's the only post player they don't bring off the bench that is 6'3" or taller. Running the point will be Jalen West against Steckline. Now gets it off to Avery Bryson here on the left side. His pass deflected by Kreitzer. Ball on the floor, picked up inside by West, and it's Abilene who will turn it over on a travel either way. Stuber called for steps. Looked like the Monarchs were going to have a fast break attempt. Instead, Abilene kept it alive, but a turnover either way. It's the 5th Abilene turnover.
Yeah, great defense again by the Monarchs.
High post they go to Schulte. Jackson got a screen from Carson, cut off, lobs it inside. Carson can't handle it. The Lang on the backside had it knocked away, then got it back. Kreitzer right side. Now finds Steckline. Steckline all the way to the rim, and he can't finish. Steckline had a perfect lane all the way to the bucket, but he couldn't finish the layup. Bryson on the other end kicks it right side for West. West on a step back with under a minute to play here in this first quarter. Now off to Stuber with it left side, finds West. West down the lane, kick out right side. Here's an Avery Bryson three that's good. We're tied at 12 on the Avery Bryson three, his first three of the ball game. Posting up is Carson Jacobs, face to the drop step, kicks it out. Schulte three, and this one is missing badly. Avery Bryson a backside rebound. Now to West as Becker is down behind the play, and Abilene will race into the front court, and we're going to get a timeout for an injury as Becker went down and not putting a lot of weight on that right side. Not sure if it's the ankle or if it's the knee, but not putting hardly any weight on it. Yes, he will get some help off the floor and a round of applause. So he went down kind of awkwardly. I need some help to the sideline.
I wondered if he was nursing something. I noticed earlier he was limping a little bit. Not real noticeable, but.
They don't assess Abilene at timeouts as they allow the timeout for the injury to be assessed. So Abilene will get to keep their timeouts. And that means that quickly into the ball game comes Grant Hintz, the 6'8" junior. Stuber keys it in at the TMP bench down to our left with 19 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Monarchs lead is 12-11, and now here's the shot inside that's good by Hintz. Monarchs push it up the floor. Lang has a shot blocked up against the basket. At 13-12, Abilene with the lead. And that quarter will come to an end. Abilene didn't realize, Stuber didn't know how much time was left on the clock. So it's 13-12. Abilene will have the first quarter lead. So we into the second quarter on the Monarch Sports Network, serviced by Dave's Auto Repair.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything. So can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
Have you considered the value that quality video content can bring to your business? Mid-America Productions can provide professional visual media to effectively engage your target audience. We're a full-service video production company serving Salina and surrounding regions for over 35 years. Whether you need videos for promotion, sales, training, fundraising, or other purposes, our experienced team can deliver for you. Find us online at mapvideo.net. That's mapvideo.net.
This is Eagle TV.
(13-12) the lead for the Abilene Cowboys. Monarchs raced out to, actually were down 8-5, but then would score what ended up being 8 in a row to take that 12-8 lead. That 3 by Avery Bryson. I said it tied it at 12. It actually made it 12-11. They then would take the 13-12 lead after the end of 1. So we head now to the second quarter where it's 13-12 in favor of the Abilene Cowboys. Out of the quarter timeout, Monarchs will have Kreitzer, Lang, Steckline, Jacobs, and Schulte, the 5, on the floor. As Lang will kick it right side for Schulte. He got to the baseline and can't quite finish, then goes right back up and scores it after the rebound. 14-13, Jackson Schulte with the offensive rebound of the putback. He has 5, and TMP has a 1-point lead.
Again, just sticking with it.
Backdoor pass right side, blocked at the rim on a Avery shot, but then the follow is good for Grant Hintz, who has 4. Carson Jacobs blocked it, but right there was Hintz, and now TMP will turn it over for the 6th time as Kreitzer threw it away, and we're going to get a blocking foul. Nope, they're going to call a charge as Kreitzer was able to dip in there and draw the foul, working against Avery Bryson. Bryson arguing that Kreitzer moved his feet, and a break there on a good call for TMP.
Yeah, that was just good hustle. Great effort.
Abilene 15-14 with 7:15 to go. Little floater on the other end for Steckline's off the mark, and then he's going to be called for the foul, battling with the rebound. He had taken the lead a moment ago on that Schulte bucket, but the Cowboys lead here by 1 again at 15-14. That foul is the first on Steckline. With 7:09 to go in this first half, TMP trails by 1 at 15-14. Avery Bryson in the front court, and a pass knocked out of bounds by Carson Jacobs. With 7:01 to go here in this second quarter. Abilene will key it in as they'll swing it off to the right side. Stuber looking, finds West against Lang, calls out the play with under 7 minutes to go here in this second quarter, and a 1-point Abilene lead. Stuber looking inside for Hintz. Instead, they'll swing it for Matt Davis. West, little step back, baseline. Hintz is short on the jumper, and Carson Jacobs down with his second rebound. Kreitzer will race into the front court for Steckline, on the baseline for Lang. Lang off a screen, they find Schulte posting up as Jacobs. Carson drop steps to the baseline, too strong, and the rebound down to Avery Bryson. And then Kreitzer knocks a pass away, and a travel called as it was right into the hands of Hintz, and then Hintz traveled with it. They were going to get a backcourt call either way because he saved it to his teammate who was in the backcourt. It's the 7th Abilene turnover. 6:20 to play here in this first half. TMP trails by 1. Monarchs with Lang. Dribbles into the circle, finds Jacobs. Carson Euro steps and banks it home. Carson Jacobs, a little Euro step around Hintz to put TMP on top, 16-15.
Nice footwork by the big fella.
4 for Carson in this first half, under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Avery Bryson got open, drives the baseline. His floater is too strong off the window. Rebound cleared out of there underneath by Schulte. Jackson crosses over once, twice, now to the baseline. Kreitzer got the defender up into the air, was free for a moment, finds Schulte, right wing rainbow. 3 is good. Jackson Schulte makes it a 19-15 lead for TMP. Schulte with 8 here in the ball game. 5.5 to go in this first half. TMP leads 19-15. Stuber on a blocking foul called on TMP. Called him for a hand check. He didn't hand check him. It's a blocking foul on Jackson Schulte. It's the first on Schulte. Monarchs will bring 3 new faces into the contest. Mason Robbins, Jason Whitling, and Bryce Seib. So Kreitzer, Jacobs, and Steckline checkouts. And Beach will key it in as Travis Beach checks in, dealing with those 2 early fouls, and he'll come off a screen, put up the floater, left it short. Robbins tried to keep it alive. Instead, it's into the hands of a Cowboy. They get it to Hintz, and he will score with a chance at a 3-point play. Abilene just kept with it. Was able to get the rebound. Hintz scores inside. He has 4. Fouls on Mason Robbins. It's his first. 19-17. Hence to the free throw line where he's a 47% free throw shooter, and it's in and out, no good. So Mason Robbins will come down with a defensive rebound. Saib running the point. Up the floor, Robbins has it right side. Here's a Schulte three that's good. Back-to-back, Jackson Schulte threes. He's already in double figures with 11, and the Monarchs' lead is 22-17 on back-to-back Schulte threes.
He's feeling it for sure.
West on a dangerous pass to Matt Davis, who's back in there. Now to West, lobs it over the top. It's knocked away from behind by Simon, taken away on the turnover. 7 Abilene turnovers. Lang up the floor. Tough floater goes for Lucas Lang. 24-17. Offense from defense. 4 in the game for Lang.
So fast down the floor and a lot of contact. Great control to finish.
Travis Beach, who's in again dealing with those fouls, and now we're going to get a hold call on TMP. Not sure if that's on Saib or if it's on Mason Robbins. They'll call it on Saib. 5'7" sophomore Saib having to deal with that length of Abilene, picks up his first. It's the team's sixth. It's Kreitzer and Steckline return to the TMP lineup, and Schulte and Lang will check out. Kyrian Anderson playing with 2 fouls checks out. They also bring Stuber back in, and now Coach Mayer wants to take a timeout. 24-17, Monarchs with the lead by 7, thanks to back-to-back Jackson Schulte threes and Lucas Lang with a tough runner. Monarchs have built a 7-point lead. Our game brought to you in part by Master Cleaners, Paul Wernberger Construction, Thirsties, Leon's Welding, Steel Fabrications, and Phase 2. 4:17 to go here in this second quarter. Monarchs settled in a little bit, and obviously they're shooting on Jackson Schulte.
Yeah, and again, it's been a lot of their defense creating opportunities at the offensive end and getting wide open looks outside the arc, and they're making them pay for their turnovers.
And Jackson Schulte's shooting can also kind of help smooth out a little of that kind of frantic pace a little bit too.
Yeah, it evens things out in a hurry for him. And but yeah, he's stroking it with confidence tonight for sure.
Saw him in that matchup with Phillipsburg catch hot down the stretch, had 15 points in that win over Phillipsburg at the MCL tournament. Beach on the baseline, got free, goes up, and the runner no good. Fight for the rebound. Stubert will come down with his first rebound. Kick out for Beach, left it short. Mason Robbins corrals it on the baseline. And another chance here for the Monarchs. Leading by 7. Saib into the front court, stops, puts up the floater, missed it. Mason Robbins the rebound, and he's fouled by Anderson. That's the third on Kyrian Anderson. Mason Robbins headed to the free throw line, so he pulls out his second first half rebound.
Yeah, I like how aggressive Robbins has come in and off the bench. That's just working hard to get the board and put back, get to the line.
First Mason Robbins free throw, too strong. That's one thing Mason struggled in all year long. Just 3 of 9 now at the free throw line. Grant Hintz will check back in for Abilene. Need Robbins is that third post player to continue to bring hard effort here, and he makes it in 1 of 2. Mason's first points. He goes 1 of 2 at the line. Monarch lead is 8 now at 25-17. Monarchs with Saib, Kreitzer, Steckline, Wentling, and Robbins, the 5 on the floor with some pressure into the backcourt as Jalen West will get it into the front court. Working against that pressure, finds a cutting Travis Beach, will lay it home. Travis Beach now with 6 in the game, 25-19. Monarchs race to the other end. Kreitzer's open. Will drive into the lane, wraparound pass for Robbins. Tough catch. He's able to get it out for Steckline. His 3 is short. Rebound down to Jace Wentling. Another chance for TMP. They find Saib, who's fouled underneath. Monarchs just attacking the offensive glass and keeping it alive. And the foul will be called on Jalen West. It's his first. And Bryce Saib to the free throw line. First Saib free throw, good. Bryce rattled it home. 26-19 on the Bryce Saib free throw. TMP lead is 7. Sibe's second free throw is good. Bryce a perfect 2 of 2 at the line. Need him to make some free throws. 27-19 on 2 Bryce Sibe free throws. Schulte checks in for Sibe. Steckline returned as well for TMP, and now Coach Terry Taylor wants a timeout for the Abilene Cowboys, down 8 at 27-19. Keep it right here. Our game brought to you in part by TMP Marion Alumni, Progressive Physical Therapy, Gibbs Auto Supply, Herman Physical Therapy, Commerce Bank, Chris Rent-A-Car, Classic Quality Body Shop. Monarch Athletic is also brought to you on the Monarch Sports Network by Dave's Auto Repair, repairing your car since 1978 across from Auto World on East 8th Street. Earlier today, the TMP Lady Monarchs won 49-34. They get 2 into double figures and put it into their 2-game losing streak as they move to 5-8 on the season. Monarch boys trying to follow suit. Leading here 27-19 with 3:27 to play here in this first half. 27-19 out of the timeout. Monarchs will come with Steckline, Schulte, Wentling, Kreitzer, and Jacobs, the 5 on the floor. Back to 4 of the 5 starters for TMP. Beach along with McVan, West, Stuber, and Hintz, the 5 on the floor for Abilene. Cowboys in those home white uniforms with the orange numbers. Stuber, a little backdoor pass for Beach. Can't score it over Jacobs. Fight for the rebound. Carson deflects it, and it's tracked down by Brady Kreitzer. Carson didn't get a piece of it, but he altered that shot enough to force the miss. Other end, Steckline finds Schulte with it. Thought about that 3s. Made his last 2 attempts. Carson now open at the free throw line. Jacobs too strong, but Jace Whitling skies for the offensive rebound. Kick out Steckline 3 is in and out, no good. And then Whitling going to be called for going over the top and over the back of an Abilene Cowboy. That'll be the 7th TMP foul. So free throws coming up on a 1-and-1 attempt here for Abilene. Avery Bryson returns to the Cowboy lineup. Caleb Becker, who had an apparent leg injury earlier in this first half, comes back in as well with 2:55 to play in this first half. That's the second Wentling foul. She will check out. And the first of the 1-and-1 for West is good. West has not shot a free throw all season long until just now, 27-20. TMP lead is 7, and he makes 2, 27-21. West trims the lead to 6 for TMP. With Kreitzer, Lang, Jacobs, Schulte, and Steckline, the 5 on the floor. Kreitzer finds Carson Jacobs posting up, kicks it for Schulte. Schulte finds Jacobs, who bobbles it. It's on the floor, picked up by Carson as he tracks it down on the right wing. Now to Steckline with 2:35 to go in the third. Off a curl is Kreitzer, finds Steckline. He'll drive into the circle, now to Schulte. Schulte looking inside. We'll hand it off to Kreitzer. Brady stops at the free throw line. Left wing, Steckline dumps it inside, and it's a TMP turnover. It's the 7th TMP turnover. Avery Bryson up the floor for West, and he will score. Back-to-back field goals for 4 straight for West. Up the floor, TMP finds Jacobs. Carson can't finish inside, and as Carson takes a tumble, Hintz will, and Carson is down on the other end as the layup is going to be off to the mark. Hintz pulled down the rebound, and Carson just came up a little bit slow and then hit the deck, and it's going to limp off to the near sideline as Carson try to put some weight on that right leg. They're going to get a foul on the other end on Schulte. Jackson will pick up his second. Carson goes to the sideline taking a look at that knee. So we'll get free throws for Avery Bryson. He got fouled by Schulte, and now Avery Bryson to shoot a couple of free throws. Jacobs, of course, have had hip and knee and issues. So you take a look at him. Not sure if he banged knees with Hintz. Avery Bryson rattles home the first one. Bryson makes it 27-24, and then he misses that one. 27-24. Mason Robbins down with a rebound. TMP up the floor, finds Steckline. Steckline will drive in. Little parachute pass over the top for Lang. Lang crosses over, out of Steckline. Right wing for Schulte after a Steckline three, finds Kreitzer with it. Brady into the air, right side. Steckline, a kick out. Three is good. Ryan Steckline with his second first half three, 6 for him. 30-24 on the Steckline three. TMP's back on top by 6 with a minute and a half to go in this first half. And now the shot's off to the mark. Mason Robbins down with a rebound. He's already got 5 first half rebounds as Carson Jacobs gets some help going to the locker room here with a minute 18 to play in this first half. Robbins will put it on the deck. Mason's going to draw the foul. Can't quite get it to fall, but Mason will earn a trip to the free throw line. Grant Hintz will pick up the foul. It's his second. And Robbins will shoot a couple of free throws after picking up the second foul on Hintz. And the first free throw good for Mason Robbins. Robbins with 2 in the ball game, and he's 2 of 3 at the line. 31-24. Monarchs lead is 7 again. Hintz will come out, rather it's Davis who checks back in. Robbins' second free throw, he rattles it home. Mason's made 3 of 4 at the line, has 3 points in the game. 32-24 up the floor. Pass is knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Abilene. Cowboys brought Beach, Stuber, and Becker back into the ball game with Avery Bryson as he keys it in, and the pass is stolen away. Kreitzer deflected it. Lang will find Brady up the floor. Kreitzer backs down the defender, kicks it out, and out of Seib. Left wing Kreitzer, baseline Lucas Lang, a 3. That's good. Lang rattled it home. 35-24 on the Lang 3. His first of the game. He has 7 first half points. TMP with their largest lead of the game at 11. Backdoor pass stolen away by Mason Robbins. On the ninth Abilene turnover, Robbins into the lane, floater no good. Rebound is cleared out of there by Stuber. He then dribbled it off of his leg, and an Abilene turnover right into the hands of TMP. With 32 seconds to go in the first half, Monarchs lead is 11 at 35-24. Kreitzer guarded by Becker, drives in, kicks it for Seib. Bryce got into the lane, and a blocking foul called inside on Davis. And Bryce Seib is headed back to the free throw line.
Well, that was great body control, too, to pick up the foul inside off the drive.
Bryce Seib will shoot 2. And the first free throw for Seib just a little bit short. Bryce had made his first 2. West replaces Beach. Davis did pick up his first with 20 seconds to go here in this first half. Seib with the second free throw good. Bryce makes 1 of 2. He's got 3 all at the free throw line. Him and Mason Robbins 3 of 4 at the free throw line in the first half. 36-24. TMP with the largest
10 of 12
lead of the game.
from the line.
Yeah. With under 20 seconds to go here in this first half, West into the front court working against Lang. Tried to get to the top of the key. Becker free, but we're going to get a foul on the screen. It'll be a 1-and-1 on the 9th TMP foul with 9 seconds to go. Monarchs try to fight through the screen. Mason Robbins. It's a second on Robbins. And now Robbins and Willing each with 2. And with Carson Jacobs and that injury, you have to be careful with your bigs. First of the 1-and-1 off the mark. Jace Whitling down with the rebound. As Becker could not convert up the floor. Seib for Steckline finds Lang. Now back to Seib. Right wing Rainbow 3 is short. And that's how the first half comes to an end. As the TMP Marion Monarch boys have an 11, make it 12-point lead at 36-24 over the Abilene Cowboys. We head to the break on the Monarch Sports Network, serviced by Dave's Auto Repair.
High school sports on Eagle TV, brought to you by Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Insurance planning, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. They are the avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. They are committed to serving the communities they're in. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also support local school athletes in all they do. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP Marion. McDonald's of Hayes, Russell, and Waukene. A great place to go for you or the team on your way home from the game. McDonald's, supporting local academic and sporting activities. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at HayesChevrolet.com. NCK Tech. No matter what life you're trying to create, NCK Tech is here to help build a strong foundation. They are the local supporter of community events. Classic Quality Body Shop. They've been serving customers for over 33 years, so you know they have to be doing something right. Classic Quality Body Shop. Phase 2, always supporting local athletics. If you need quick printing of logos or designs on shirts, Phase 2 can handle any of your requests. They have you covered. At Phase 2, Leon's Welding. Welding, fabrication, sandblasting, powder coating, even a fleet of mobile welding trucks. Supporting local school activities for over 30 years. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Eagle Broadband. Eagle Broadband is your trusted internet, TV, and phone provider. They offer many scalable, forward-thinking solutions such as commercial services, managed IT, and marketing solutions for businesses of all sizes. Eagle Broadband.
With hosted voice from Eagle Broadband, you're in control of the futures for your business phone line. We provide the ring you love to hear. Eagle Broadband, our community connected.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything. So can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
There are a lot of qualities that make up a Forged in Fire champion, but more than anything, it probably takes...
We're back.
Yes! Woo!
To the Forge.
Come on the show, they said. Forge. Press.
Fifth. Finish.
Forged in Fire is back with all new episodes, Wednesdays at 9 on History.
This is Gerard Welbrock inviting you to join me for Tiger Talk. The program airs Monday evenings at 6 on Tiger Radio Mix 103, but you can also catch it on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614, Tuesday mornings at 10 and Tuesday evenings at 7, and of course always online at HayesPost.com. We record the program at Horizon Appliance and Mattress at 1501 East 27th and Hayes, so join us for Tiger Talk on the Tiger Sports Network.
Glad to see you're back.
These are my favorite shorts, and I have no idea what I got on them.
It's just peanut butter. We can get that out.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
High school sports on Eagle TV, brought to you by Service Master Clean. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Insurance planning, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Thirsties. Before or after the game, the best place for a hungry family, team, or individual is on North Vine in Hayes. It's Thirsties Brew Pub and Grill. Check out their all-time favorites and new items on the menu too. Patty Bacon Rind Appraising, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Next Tech Wireless. They are the avid supporters of local high school athletic programs and have sponsored numerous high school events. They are committed to serving the communities they're in. Steel Fabrications. At Steel Fabrications, they know how to do it right. They also support local school athletes in all they do. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. TMP Marion Alumni. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers.
Back into Abilene High School on our halftime show, brought to you by Herman Physical Therapy. The TMP boys lead 36-24 over the Abilene Cowboys. As we mentioned earlier, the TMP Lady Monarchs win 49-34. We did get a brief chance to check with Coach McFarland, and we'll have her post-game interview up on Hayes Post a little bit later on here this evening. Real quickly, we'll run through the individual scoring quickly for the Monarchs. Jackson Schulte with 11 to lead the TMP Monarchs. Lucas Lang with 7, 6 in the game for Ryan Steckline, 4 for Carson Jacobs. Carson, though, banged up a little bit in that first half. We'll see if he returns. Bryce Seib with 3, Jay Swintling with 2, Mason Robbins with 3. Leading the way, a good balanced attack for the Abilene Cowboys. Avery Bryson with 6, Travis Beach with 6, and quickly we'll check in with Dave. He's got our team numbers here at the break.
Well, from the field, it was pretty even. 33% from the field for the Abilene Cowboys, 34% for the Monarchs. The difference, 6 of 12, 50% shooting from the three-point line for the Monarchs was the huge stat in the first half. 1 of 3, 33.3% for the Cowboys. Three-point line was big for the Monarchs.
Monarchs turn it over 7 times in the first half, 10 for Abilene in that first half. Scoreboard updates, Hayes High boys lose tonight 54-33 to the Salina Central Mustangs. The score of notes, halftime sees Otis Bison trailing Sylvan Lucas 24-17. We'll try and get you more scores as we move along. Hoxie boys win tonight over Quinter 67-37. Boys after one, Phillipsburg leads by 9 over Oakley 21-12. That's a quick scoreboard update. We'll try and follow along some scores as we move along here in the second half. Monarchs will start with Lang, Kreitzer, along with Steckline, Schulte, and then Mason Robbins, a 5 on the floor. Robbins starts in place of Carson Jacobs, who got banged up there in that first half. Still no word on Carson. As Avery Bryson for Abilene will start with a good find inside for Grant Hintz, who scores and has 6. That's a good start for Abilene. They've cut it to 10 at 36-26. Monarchs with 7:40 to go here in this third quarter with the basketball. They run the little dribble drive weave. Mason Robbins is going to take a kick out 3 and bury it. Mason Robbins was his first 3 of the season. Robbins was 6 in the game at 39-26. Robbins has scored the last 4 for TMP.
Why not? Pull him outside. He's got the range.
7:20 to go here in the third. Monarchs with a 13-point lead. Travis Beach, their leading scorer for Abilene, got in foul trouble in that first half. Here's a shot that is missed. Hintz then got it back and had it blocked. Beach gets it back on the kick out from Hintz and can't rattle it home, and Mason Robbins pulls down the rebound. Robbins blocked that shot and got the rebound, and now up the floor comes the TMP at Marion Monarchs. I'll swing it right side for Lang, who finds Steckline straight on. A rainbow three is good. Ryan Steckline buries the three. TMP leads now 42-26 with 6:45 to play here in this third quarter.
Shades of the early season high percentage three-point shot.
Steckline, as Becker got inside and scores, has 9 on 3 threes. Becker actually missed the shot, but will draw the foul. And Brady Kreitzer will pick up the foul. Brady has 2. Becker at 6 foot, the sophomore, averages 10 points a game. Will go to the free throw line and miss the first one. He had just 2 points in that first half and was 0 of 1 at the free throw line with 6:36 to play here in the third. Becker's going to shoot one more. He's only a 51% free throw shooter, and he rattles the second one in. So Becker makes 1 of 2, has 3 in the game, 42-27. Brady Kreitzer will call out the play with 6.5 to play here in the third quarter. Working against the much taller Beach. Couple of dribbles, now to Lang. That one poked away. Lucas had to track it back down, and now Brady will call out the play again. Try and get everybody set as he takes a peek at Coach Mayer on that sideline. Kreitzer on a pass. Lang, left side, finds Schulte, who drives in and draws the foul. It was before the shot, but they're going to get Avery Bryson with the foul for a hand check on the offhand. That'll be the second foul on Avery Bryson. It's the first foul on the Cowboys here in the second half. 42-27, TMP with the lead. Steckline, who just knocked in a 3, will key it into Kreitzer with it left side. Brady will dribble to the right side and nearly find a wide open Steckline. Instead, it's Robbins who has it blocked inside, but they're going to call a foul as Hintz picks up the foul. No, actually, they're going to call it on Becker. It's his first. And Mason Robbins is headed back to the free throw line.
Robbins, huge minutes tonight, really playing well.
The first Mason Robbins free throw is good. Mason with 7. And he's made 4 straight at the free throw line, 43-27. Second Robbins free throw, too strong, and the rebound tipped by Becker into the hands of Jackson Schulte, who has 3 rebounds in the game. Steckline drives in, kicks it out for Lang. Lang has a lane. Instead, will kick it for Schulte. Schulte keys in and scores. Jackson Schulte knifed in. He has 13, 45-27 on the Schulte field goal. With 5:40 to play here in the third quarter. Travis Beach, the leading scorer for the Cowboys, was 6, but he had foul trouble in that first half. Avery Bryson with a nice little move to get inside. 8 in the game for Avery Bryson, 45-29 as Kreitzer races to the other end. Robbins is open, this time on the right side, and it is too short, and the rebound is cleared out of there by Caleb Becker. Robbins made his first 3 of the season a minute ago, but misses that one. Here's a hook pass for Hintz inside, and he will score. Fred Hintz, the 6'8 junior, has 8 now in the game. 45-31. TMP's lead is cut to 14 with 5:05 to go in this third quarter, and now a backdoor pass is knocked out of bounds by Steckline, and TMP turns it over for the 8th time in the game.
Yeah, had a good look, a good cut, but the pass was a little bit low, skipped off the floor and off of Steckline's shin.
Jace Wentling will replace Mason Robbins again with the injury to Carson Jacobs here in the first half. Carson, we haven't seen him yet in this second half. Abilene goes inside. Becker with a tough catch and score on the backside. Timeout Abilene. Becker now with 5 in the game to make it 45-33 as they've chipped the deficit back down to 12 now with 4:50 to go here in this third quarter. Monarchs led by 18 at 45-27, but now 6 straight here for the Cowboys. Have cut it back to 12 at 45-33.
And good to see Carson Jacobs checking in. Has his knee wrapped up, but it looks like he's coming into play.
Big minutes for the Monarchs. Mason Robbins and company in for Carson, as he does have that right knee taped up and does check back into the ball game, as you need the big 6'7" senior. Our game brought to you in part in this one by High Plains Roofing, Adams Brown Barron and Ball Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, and Jeter Law Firm. Out of the timeout, it'll be Monarch basketball as they'll key it in against a little 2-2-1 press here for the Abilene Cowboys. As Whitling gets it up the floor to Steckline. Baseline three is too strong. Whitling kept it alive for a moment, but it's into the hands of Caleb Becker, the sophomore. And Abilene still on this run. Will race into the front court with Avery Bryson. Finds Becker working against Whitling. Little hesitation, puts up the floater and scores. 45-35 is Becker has 7 now in the game. TMP breaks the press. Bounce pass for Whitling goes up and under. Wild scoop shot, missed it. A rebound cleared out of there by Schulte, who has 4 rebounds in the game. Steckline's open. He'll fire it again. This one skips off. And the rebound comes down to Stubert as Josh Stuber has the rebound. Monarchs have went cold a little bit here in this third quarter, and that's allowed the Abilene Cowboys to go on an 8-0 run, and now Avery Bryson poked away by Steckline. Whitling up the floor, bobbled it. Steckline got it back, saved it to Whitling. To Carson Jacobs. Jacobs will force up the shot and draw the foul. Steckline lost that dribble, but was able to get it to Whitling lost it, but was able to get it to Steckline. And now Carson Jacobs will head back, actually head to the free throw line for the first time in the game. He's the only Monarch who's played significant minutes who has a shot at free throw, and he knocks down the first one. 5 of the game for Carson, 46-35. Monarchs bring Brady Kreitzer back into the game. Bryce Seib checks in as well. Carson's second free throw short, and it's tipped out and out of bounds off of Abilene. The dead ball rebound to the Monarchs. Seib, Kreitzer, Steckline, Whitling, and Jacobs, the 5 on the floor. Hintz returned for Abilene. As Kreitzer will key it in to Jacobs, and now Steckline will go get it. A little 2-3 zone now here from Abilene as they go to the zone for the first time. Jacobs, little drop step, throws up the shot, missed it. Pretty good look at it. Hintz down with his 4th rebound, and then they throw it away up the floor as Steckline will come away with the 12th turnover for Abilene. Steckline's open. He'll fire right side 3. This one's in and out. No good, and the rebound down to Becker. Becker has 4 rebounds, and as hot as Steckline and the Monarchs were in the first half, he has struggled here to shoot the 3 and knock it down in the second half. Beach for Stuber. Beach finds a cutting Becker, who's into the double team. Fell away jumper good. 46-37 as Becker's starting to catch fire a little bit. 9 for him. Under 3 minutes to play in the third, and the lead is 9 for TMP at 46-37. Led by as many as 18 here in the second half. Steckline, so swing it around against this zone. Left baseline in the short corner to Whitling. They'll kick it out for Kreitzer. Touch pass to Jacobs, and Carson lost it, and it's taken away by Beach. Beach up the floor. He lost it out of bounds. Steckline, I think, poked it away from him, and now 3 Monarchs are going to come into the game. With 2:35 to play in the third. Carson's going to check out. Steckline and Whitling check out. So it'll be Schulte back in. So it's Schulte, Robbins, and Lang, and now a foul on Kreitzer on the inbounds. As Beach left it a little bit short, and he's going to draw the foul. So Travis Beach will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. On the foul on Brady Kreitzer, it's his 3rd. Just kind of lobbed it over the top, and Beach draws the foul. And the first free throw is nothing but net for Travis Beach. Beach was 7. 46-38. Got it back to double digit or single digits now. It's 46-39. Monarchs break the pressure after 2 Beach free throws, gives him 8 in the game. And now with 2:25 to play here in the third quarter. Monarchs lead is 7. Kreitzer shovels it underneath for Mason Robbins, who's fouled from behind. Becker, the sophomore, arguing that he got all ball, but they'll say he got him on the body. It'll be the 2nd on Caleb Becker. Make it the 3rd now, actually, on Becker. So Mason Robbins back to the free throw line. And the free throw for Mason is good. 8 for Mason. 47-39. TMP on top here by 8 with one more for Mason Robbins to go. And the second one is good. Mason Robbins makes them both. Robbins makes it 48-39 on a pair of free throws. Robbins with 9 in the game. That's a new career high for him. Beach backdoor pass finds Avery Bryson, who's wide open. 48-41 on the Avery Bryson field goal. He's into double figures with 10. Lang kicks it for Schulte. Outside, won't shoot the three. Instead takes the long two. It's partially deflected. Mason Robbins comes down with it. Has it blocked at the rim. Missed once. Ball on the floor, and Stuber will come away with it. And then a foul called on Mason Robbins. As Simon hints behind the play get tangled up.
Well, another great effort by Robbins.
Picks up his third. Caden Cope checks in for the first time for the Abilene Cowboys. Carson Jacobs will check in. And Ryan Stecklein also check in. TMP leads by 7, 48-41. And now Monarchs with a little press here into the backcourt as Beach keys it in to Cope and then gets it right back. With a minute 45 to play in the third, TMP's lead is 7, led by as many as 18 in the third quarter at 48-41. Bryson finds Beach working against Lang. Drives in, bumps into Lang, left it short. Carson Jacobs down with a rebound. Carson, the fast break up the floor to Stecklein. His pass nearly too wide, but tracked down on the baseline as Stecklein gets it. He gave it up, then got it right back. Stecklein on the baseline finds Lang. And now Kreitzer will call out the play, and Coach Mayer wants a timeout. They've struggled with his zone a little bit, and so a timeout here with a minute 19 to go in this third quarter, leading by 7 to talk it over.
I think they don't want to just settle for the three-point. They've kind of got to rely on that tonight. It was going well for them early, but they've missed their last 4 in a row, so need to continue to look for that angle into the post.
Monarch Athletics brought to you in part by Field Abstract and Title, Thomas More Prep Marion, State Glass Company, Edward Jones, Daryl Jeff, and Linda Seibel, Dave's Auto Repair, and Insurance Planet. Monarchs lead by 7 at 48-41. Out of the timeout, it'll be Lang, Stecklein, Jacobs, and Schulte and Kreitzer, the 5 on the floor. Earlier today, the Stockton boys take care of Smith Center, winning 61-30. Smith Center will come to town on Hayes on Tuesday for that makeup game that was snowed out in January, earlier this month. Out of the timeouts, a little backdoor cut for Kreitzer. Brady got into the lane, kicks it out for Carson Jacobs, and they say he traveled with it. Out of the timeout, they had switched defenses and forces the Monarchs to turn it over for the 10th time in the game. They lead by 7 at 48-41 with a minute 5 to play here in this third quarter. Beach, guarded by Lang, will bring it into the front court. Picks up his dribble. Now needs some help. Dumps it off for Avery Bryson. Bryson working against Stecklein. Drives inside, hangs, tried to bank it home, couldn't hit it. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by TMP. Carson Jacobs poked it out of bounds, and it will stay with Abilene. 53.8 seconds to go in this third quarter. Monarchs lead by 7. And Beach trying to post up against Lang, puts up the hook shot and scores. Beach, who keyed it in, got it right back. He's into double figures now with 10, and the lead is 5 at 48-43 in favor of TMP, led by as many as 18 here in this ball game. Back when it was 45-27, Stecklein on the baseline. Jacobs kicks it out for Lang. Lang will drive in, left side for Kreitzer. Now to Schulte with it on the left wing. Back to Brady Kreitzer against this extended zone look from Abilene with 19 seconds to play in the third. Lang, baseline for Stecklein, lobs it over the top, too tall, and it's stolen away by Abilene. Stecklein nearly took it back from Avery Bryson following the 11th TMP turnover. Bryson had it poked away on the other end, saved by Lang. Lang with 3, ahead to Carson Jacobs. Carson goes in and draws the foul. Oh, they call it travel? Well, that's how the third quarter comes to an end. The Monarchs will give it right back to the Abilene Cowboys, leading by 5 at 48-43 on the Monarch Sports Network, serviced by Dave's Auto Repair.
Glad to see you're back.
These are my favorite shorts, and I have no idea what I got on them.
It's just peanut butter. We can get that out.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
I hope that you've signed on for some action because you're going to get it.
Conservation is a global support to the heroes on the front line.
You can love the outdoors and live a healthy lifestyle. And that's the message I try to get out there all the time.
Diane ain't much of a living boy.
Outdoor Channel. We're wild about adventure.
This is Eagle TV.
TMP Marion Monarchs on top here by 5 at 48-43. Monarchs had an 18-point third quarter lead. Went cold from the three-point arc, and that has allowed Abilene to come back and trim the deficit to just 5 at 48-43. Out of the timeout, Monarchs will have Kreitzer, Steckline, Schulte, Lang, and Jacobs, a 5 on the floor. Brady races into the front court. They'll dump it underneath for Carson. Hook shot scores. Jacobs, dealing with that little knee issue, has 7 and puts TMP up 50-43 with 7:45 to play in this ball game. Right side, Caden Cope dumps it underneath. Becker has it blocked at the rim and then saved in by Kreitzer. Carson Jacobs with his third block of the ball game, and here comes TMP up the floor with Steckline. Now kicks it left side. Kreitzer will fire a 3 that is too strong, and the rebound cleared out of there by Caleb Becker, who has 5 rebounds in the game. Beach for Abilene runs up the floor, now drives inside, and it's an offensive foul called on Travis Beach. Lang drew the foul, and Beach didn't like the call, and the official had a little quick word for him. It's 13 turnovers on Abilene, and Beach will pick up his third.
I think that's his third foul. I don't think he's agreed with any of them so far.
7:10 to go in this one. Monarchs lead is 7, 50-43. Back to the 2-3 zone for Abilene. Kreitzer will drive into the circle, kick it left side for Lang. Dumps it underneath. Jacobs draws 3 defenders. His pass is deflected, and then on the floor we're going to get a held ball. Carson drew a triple team, and Abilene was able to force the held ball on the deflection, and it will go back over to Abilene. TMP has 13 turnovers. As Josh Stuber returns to the Abilene lineup. With 7 minutes to go in this one. TMP leads by 7, 50-43. Becker at the high post. Will swing it right side for Hintz. Hintz wraparound pass underneath to Cope. Cope finds Hintz. Hintz left side finds Stuber, who drives in with some contact. Missed the shot, and Carson Jacobs will clear on his 4th rebound. Schulte into the front court, left wing. Kreitzer finds a cutting Jacobs. Carson draws the contact but missed the shot on the left side, and the rebound cleared down for Stuber. He has 6 rebounds in the game. That's double his average on the season, as Stuber will call out the play. I'll go left side for Travis Beach with 6:20 to go. Posting up his hands, got Carson up into the air. Carson Jacobs with blocks it. It's the 4th block for him of the ball game, but Abilene will keep possession of the basketball as Becker will reset the offense. Now to Beach with it. High post they go again to Becker, working against Kreitzer. Got a screen, and he has it blocked by Jacobs. It's ahead to Brady Kreitzer, whose runner is missed, and then Beach knocked it on the baseline, and then Steckline staved it on the boundary, and it's out of bounds TMP. Carson Jacobs has blocked 5 shots in the ball game tonight, but they could not convert on their 14th turnover. 5:50 to go here in this one. TMP lead is 7. Kreitzer nearly stole it away from Becker, who double dribbled with it. He dropped it to the floor, then picked it up, and then used his dribble. Good defense by Kreitzer to force turnover number 14 by Abilene. Monarchs still with that same 5 out there. Abilene brings West back into the game for the first time here in this 4th quarter. He's at the top of that 2-3 zone. Lang with it right side. Kreitzer back to Lang on the right wing. Schulte's kind of at that high post with Jacobs, the short corner here against this 2-3 zone. Monarchs are going to swing it side to side with 5:20 to play here in the ball game, up by 7 at 50-43. Steckline finds Schulte right at the elbow. He'll drive in, hangs, and hits. Tough shot for Jackson Schulte, who has 15 in the game. 52-43. TMP with the lead here.
Yeah, just get it to high post and let him go to work. Nobody really picked him up till he got close to the rim.
Stuber has it left wing, finds West. West will drive in, right side, kicks it for Beach. He'll take the baseline three, too strong. Rebound, and we're going to get a foul. Hintz went over the top of Carson Jacobs, and Hintz will pick up the 6th Abilene foul, I believe. It'll be the 3rd on Hintz.
Great position, great work inside by Jacobs that time.
It is the 6th foul. Kyrian Anderson returns to the Abilene lineup. TMP's lead is back to 9 at 52-43, led by 18 in the 3rd quarter. Steckline keys it in, and it's through the hands of Jackson Schulte, and then they get kind of a cheapie on him as he fouls Caleb Becker. 3 now on Jackson. It's the 5th team foul. With 4:51 to play. After the Monarchs turn it over for the 15th time. Beach bangs into Lang. They don't call a foul, and he spins and hits it anyway. 12 in the game for Beach. 52-45, and I think his complaining earlier is the reason why they didn't get him for a charge there, and he should have got one. 4:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Steckline, with TMP leading by 7, will hand it off to Kreitzer. Nifty dribbling by Brady splits the defense. And now with 4:20 to go here in the 4th quarter, Steckline will give it up to Kreitzer. Brady surveys the defense, blows by his defender. Kreitzer, good bounce pass inside. Jacobs scores and thought he got fouled inside. 54-45 on the Carson Jacobs field goal, 9 for Carson. So close it on 4 minutes to go here in this one. Monarchs lead is 9. Stuber calls out the play on a thumbs down. Backside for Kyrian Anderson. Anderson, top of the key, they go for Becker. Now right back to Stuber. Stuber tried to get it to Beach, and he just does catch it left side. He'll fire a 3, and they're going to get a foul on Lucas Lang. And 3 free throws coming for Travis Beach. Lang was right in his hip pocket the whole time, and Beach was able to draw the foul. That'll be just the 5th team foul on TMP. And the first free throw is short by Beach. It's the first on Lang. And the second by Beach is good. He makes 1 of 2 and will have 1 more. 13 in the game for Beach. He averages 17.5, 54-45. Make it 46. And now the free throw makes it 47. 54-47. 2 of 3 at the line for Travis Beach with 14 in the game. Monarchs will key it in as they find Kreitzer into the backcourt. Kreitzer draws a double team over the top for Schulte. Ball's on the floor, tipped into the hands of Lang, and now it's a 2-on-1. Here's a lob for the alley-oop and a jam for Carson Jacobs over the top on a good alley-oop pass from Steckline. TMP leads 56-47 on the other end. A layup good for Stuber. Timeout taken by Abilene, but TMP's lead is 7. 56-49 as Carson Jacobs on that alley-oop jam is into double figures with 11. But a good answer right back by the junior Stuber to keep the deficit at just 7 at 56-49.
That was a quick answer, but man, what a play on the alley-oop for the Monarchs. Even though they got a quick answer, it got them fired up for this little bit of a run. They've been able to just kind of hold them at arm's length, keeping them at that 7-point deficit. That's about as close as they've been able to get.
And how about the play to keep the ball alive in the backcourt, too, by TMP that led to the fast break?
Oh, absolutely. It was a huge play, just a tip to get it out and on the run.
Thought it was going to be a TMP turnover. Jackson Schulte got a deflection, and then the lob in the alley-oop to Carson Jacobs. Stuber had the answer, though. 56-49, 3:24 to play here in the ball game. Monarchs against that full court press will get it into Schulte, who lobs it back to Kreitzer. 3-on-2, Brady left side. Steckline dribbles into a double team, and they're going to get a foul with 3:15 to go here in this fourth quarter. The Monarchs lead 56-49. That'll be the 7th Abilene foul. And now to shoot the 1-and-1 will be Ryan Steckline. One dribble for Steckline, and the front end of the 1-and-1 is good. 10 in the game for Ryan Steckline, 57-49. Steckline with his 6th double-figure scoring game of the season. And the second one good as well. Steckline buried them both. 11 for Ryan Steckline, and the lead grows to 58-49, and then the Monarchs nearly able to come away with a loose ball on that sideline. It's knocked out of bounds, and they call a foul, though, on Steckline.
Yeah, tried to jump the lane, but drew the contact. Good job of going to meet the ball by Abilene.
Becker, backdoor pass to Beach, who missed it, but the follow is good for Kieran Anderson, who has 4. 58-51 into the backcourt, across the timeline. Monarchs break the press. Right side for Steckline, now to Schulte. Monarchs with under 3 minutes to go here in this one. Lead by 7 at 58-51. Now trying to play keep away, but run some good offense, up by 7. Kreitzer fakes the handoff, now we'll give it up to Lang. Lang for Jackson Schulte. Schulte near the timeline, back to Lang with 2:35 to go here in the fourth, and now there's the foul. I'll send Lang to the free throw line, and he'll shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. That's the 8th team foul on Abilene. It's the 3rd on Avery Bryson. And the first Lang free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound, and we're going to get a foul on Schulte. And so we'll walk to the other end and get some free throws for Caleb Becker. It's the 4th on Jackson Schulte. Becker back to the free throw line. TMP's lead is 8 at 58-51. Becker is 1 of 3 at the line tonight. His first free throw way too strong, and Carson Jacobs rips down the rebound. Carson with 5 rebounds in the game. Missed a lot of that second and third quarter after banging up that knee a little bit. And he's back out there with that knee taped up and toughing it out. Kreitzer picks up his dribble, guarded by Becker, finds Schulte with it near the timeline. He'll get away from Stuber, bounce pass to Steckline. Steckline, one dribble back to the baseline for Schulte. Schulte with 2:10 to go here in the fourth quarter, finds Steckline. He draws the double team, and out of Schulte. Monarchs just trying to play keep away. Steckline, or rather Schulte, will split the double team and hand it for Kreitzer, and now they're going to foul Brady. With 2 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Monarchs lead is 7. It's going to have to come down to the free throw line here. That's the 9th team foul on Abilene, so it'll still be 1-and-1 for TMP. That foul is on Stuber. It's his second. Kreitzer to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. And the first free throw is good. He struck it along the back of the iron and got it to fall. Brady knocks down his first free throw, his first point of the game. 59-51 on the Brady Kreitzer free throw.
Nice touch.
Second Kreitzer free throw is too strong, and there's a rebound for Becker, who has 7. Abilene with Beach into the front court, split the double team and scores. Took it right at the Monarchs. 16 for Beach, 59-53. Monarchs able to break that Abilene press and into the front court with Kreitzer for Steckline, and now they foul Steckline. Monarchs lead is 6 with 1:41 to go. This will be the 10th foul. So it will be 2 the rest of the way for TMP as Steckline will shoot 2. That's the 4th foul on Becker. Steckline, one dribble, and the free throw's off the mark. Steckline came in a 72% free throw shooter, made his first 2. And he misses the front end. Blaze McVan, the junior, checks in for Abilene. As he replaces West. Second Steckline free throw is good. Steckline with 12 in the game, 60-53. TMP with the lead in the basketball, and then Kreitzer tried to steal from behind and commits the foul. That'll be the 8th foul on TMP. And Travis Beach will go back to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 on just the 8th TMP foul. Probably not the greatest time to commit the foul, but Beach rattles home the free throw. 17 in the game for Beach, 60-54. And Beach's second free throw good as well. So Beach got them both. 18 in the game for Beach, 60-55 with 1:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Monarchs with Kreitzer to key it in. Kreitzer plays it into Lang in the backcourt. Lang nearly had it poked away, and they're going to call a foul on Abilene as Beach reached in and committed the foul. He's been demonstrative every time he's been called for a foul, as Dave mentioned. And so 2 free throws coming up for TMP as Lucas Lang will go back to the free throw line. Kind of a dangerous play to dribble into the double team, but I'm not sure the official's going to take much more of Beach and his actions. He's stared him down a couple of different times. First of 2 free throws, too strong for Lang. Made his first 2, he's missed his last 2. Monarchs will shoot 2 the rest of the way. A lot of time to go though, 1:34 to play. Second free throw, rattles home. Lang makes 1 of 2, 8 in the game for him. 61-55 on the Lucas Lang free throw. Right side, Stuber drives in, high floater off the glass is good. 61-57, timeout taken by Abilene. Stuber was 6 in the game, and it's a 4-point lead, and that took just 5 seconds off the clock. And a timeout taken by Abilene. It's a full timeout, 1:26 to play here in the ball game, as the Abilene Cowboys and Coach Terry Taylor decided with about 3 minutes left they were going to start fouling, and they've been able to close the gap.
Yeah, Monarchs got to step up to the line, make their free throws, but they also got to take care of the ball right now. But credit to the Cowboys for hanging around here, because there for a while looked like they were pretty much done, but they fought their way all the way back to a 4-point game, so it's coming down to the wire.
Monarchs had led by as many as 18 in the third quarter, then missed 4 straight threes. That allowed Abilene to come right back into it, and now they have trimmed the deficit to 4. It hasn't been this close since the first. We'll have to go back to the first half, and the Monarchs led at 19-15. Scoreboard update through 3. Phillipsburg leads Oakley 48-28. Cross boys beat Victoria today 55-32. Norton beats Goodland 66-44. Monarchs Brady Kreitzer to key it in, finds Schulte with it. Jackson against the pressure, over the top, finds Steckline. Steckline will race into the front court, now stops, gets away from the double team, over the top for Kreitzer, skies to pull down the wild pass, and then is going to be double teamed and fouled. And so Kreitzer to shoot 2, Avery Bryson with his 4th. And Brady Kreitzer will shoot 2. For Abilene, you can only risk your starters and your leading scores for so long. Kreitzer's first of 2 is too strong. Kreitzer has missed 2 in a row. Bryson, Beach, Becker all have 4 fouls. Kreitzer will shoot 1 more. And this one is good. Kreitzer makes 1 of 2 at the line. Brady has 2 in the game, and it's 62-57. Abilene with a quick trigger right side 3 for Beach, was halfway down and out. Kreitzer with a rebound. Brady will race into the front court, and now they'll try and burn some clock and play keep away. Kreitzer with a Stuber all over him, and then it's poked away, and it's last touched by Abilene as it goes out of bounds right underneath and right by us here, down in front of us. And Coach Bill Mayer saying, need to swing it, and wanted to keep moving that basketball. Abilene now is going to bring Jalen West into the ball game, and Jalen West's job is to foul. That's his only job because he replaced Avery Bryson, who has 4 personal fouls. Monarchs get it in to Jackson Schulte along the sideline. Schulte will dribble away from the defender, draw the double team, kick it back to Kreitzer, and Kreitzer's going to be fouled. And Kreitzer kind of knew it was coming and just held on to it, and Lucas Lang was open in the corner. Coach Mayer's telling him swing it to the baseline, see if we can kill some more time. Brady will shoot 2. Kreitzer, a 71% free throw shooter, is just 2 of 4. First Kreitzer free throw is too strong. The Cowboys will check West out. He just picked up his second. And Avery Bryson checks back in. The lead is 5 at 62-57 TMP. Kreitzer, couple of dribbles. And now that second free throw, in and out, no good. And the rebound down to Stuber. Stuber has 7 rebounds in the game, and then Abilene lost it in midcourt. Taken away by Lang. Lang to Kreitzer. Kreitzer to Jacobs, and they'll foul Carson, and Carson tried to get rid of it as quickly as he could because he knew that he would be the target. That foul will put Carson at the line to shoot 2. And that foul is on Blaze McVan, who now has 2. Jacobs to shoot 2. And the first one, in and out, no good. Carson was 1 of 2 before that. He's going to get one more on the double bonus. They've been in the bonus for a while. Second Carson Jacobs free throw is short, but it rattled home. Carson with 12 now in the game, 63-57 on the Carson Jacobs free throw. Stuber, left side 3, no good. Offensive rebound cleared down by McVan. Here's a kick out. Bryson 3 that's good. 13 for Avery Bryson. It's a 3-point lead at 63-60 with 29 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Monarchs' lead has been trimmed to just 3. They led by 18 in the first half, but that 3 by Avery Bryson gives him 13. They decided to start fouling just under 3 minutes to go. And ever since that mark, they've slowly pulled themselves back into this ball game, and now down just 3 because TMP has left a lot of points at the line. After Ryan Steckline made it 2 to put TMP up 9, Brady Kreitzer went 1 of 2, Ryan Steckline 1 of 2, Lucas Lang 1 of 2, Brady Kreitzer 1 of 2, and Carson Jacobs 1 of 2. That's 5 points at the free throw line. Meanwhile, at that point it was a 9-point game. Since then, Abilene has been able to bring it down to just 3. It's 63-60. Steckline, Lang, Schulte, Jacobs, and Kreitzer, the 5 on the floor. So the Monarchs are trying to get it to Jackson Schulte. He's the guy he wanted to get it to. Kreitzer will lob it over the top for Jackson. Jackson into the front court. West kind of leaning on him, but they're not going to call a foul. And now they get a late cheap foul called on Abilene. That's a break. I'm not sure there was a whole lot of contact there, as West will pick up his 3rd. And Jackson Schulte will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. 23.8 seconds to go in this one. Schulte's first free throw, good. That's a big free throw. 16 for Schulte. 64-60. Avery Bryson and Travis Beach check back in for Abilene. Schulte will shoot one more. Second one for Schulte is good. Nothing but net on both of them. 17 for him. 65-60. TMP leads by 5. 20 seconds to go. Travis Beach got a screen. He'll kick it right side for Stuber. He'll take the straight on 3, too strong. Rebound down to Kreitzer. Brady finds Steckline. Steckline will be fouled by Stuber. 3 in the game for Stuber with 8.7 seconds to go. Monarch faithful with a round of applause as they'll send Steckline to the line to shoot 2. On the 3rd foul on Stuber, and a timeout taken by the Monarchs with 8.7 seconds to go. They lead by 5. It's 65-60. And they'll send a really good free throw shooter to the line for TMP, but so far, even really good free throw shooters have struggled at the line for the Monarchs in this one. Ryan Steckline has made 3 of 4. He's a 72% free throw shooter. out of the timeouts. Monarchs don't use the full timeouts. Steckline stands at the free throw line ready to go. Lang, Kreitzer, Schulte, Jacobs the 5 on the floor for TMP. Bryson, Stuber, Beach, McVan, and Becker the 5 on the floor. Doesn't really matter at this point necessarily. Beach, Becker, Bryson all have 4 personal fouls. First of the 2's good for Steckline. 13 for Ryan Steckline. Makes it 66-60. It's a full 2-possession game, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound down to Bryson. Bryson working against Steckline with 6. Into the front court, all the way to the bucket. Beach missed the layup, and that is going to do it. The Monarchs going to pick up their 11th straight victory, put it into a 10-game losing streak at the hands of the Abilene Cowboys, and win here 66-60 over the Abilene Cowboys. Monarchs led by as many as 18 in that third quarter, but Abilene never went away. Got up to within 3 late in the fourth quarter, but just enough free throws for TMP get them the victory as they win 66-60 here in this one tonight. Monarchs led by the 17 of Jackson Schulte. Ryan Steckline into double figures with 13. Carson Jacobs, after leaving the first half with a little bit of a knee injury, finishes with 12. Leading the way for the Abilene Cowboys, Travis Beach, who had a game-high 18. Again, our final here. TMP wins 66-60 over the Abilene Cowboys on the Monarch Sports Network, serviced by Dave's Auto Repair.